Blizzard Lalo's getting increasing usage inside the top 1000 of Legends League, and today we're going to see Pedro dominate all style of bases with the army, which will beg the question, is Blizzard Lalo back, or was it never really gone? Let's begin with the ring base, the exact style of base that used to be dominated by Blizz Lalo, but since its so-called death, has come into more popularity, that being the ring base. So you're going to see Pedro here come in with Blizzard Lalo. You get the Headhunter and the Warden ability. Classic ring-based stuff. You need to get this blimp into the core. Now, we're going to go half times because there's a lot to cover in this first attack here. I hope you can keep up with me. So you can see where the CC's dropped here, right there. Now, this CC means if there's a giant bomb right here in this 2x2 spot, there isn't because the Tesla's popped, but if there was, I'm really confident that giant bomb would have hit our super wizard. So you just got to hope with that one. But I'm going to tell you this. There is a giant bomb right here, and I want you to watch and see how late these giant bombs go off. Now, why did these giant bombs go off late? Because Pedro's not bringing gobs or wall breakers in his CC here. He's bringing 4 super wizards and 10 archers. And the thing the archers are good for is not triggering traps. They have, if I'm not mistaken, the same range as the super wizard, so they're not going to trigger the traps any more than the super wiz would, which means you can do blizzards like this. So watching in half times, notice we put our first invis down almost immediately because of how quickly the CC empties. So yeah, you want to put down that first invis almost immediately, and then we're just putting the invis spells down here, and haven't taken any damage yet. And look at this. Remember where I told you the bombs were? You're gonna see them in a second here. So the super wizards are taking down the town hall, then one super wizard goes up, and look at how late those giant bombs trigger. It's kind of perfect for us there, and alas, the blizzard is successful, despite the fact that we landed right next to 2 giant bombs. I mean, look at how close they are. And the giant bomb didn't quite trigger. So really well done there from Pedro. We can stop with the half times. But yeah, really well done there. Gets all the value, and it's because of this archer blimp. If he brought gobs, those giant bombs 100% go off. They hit the super wizards, and this is a failure. So if you're not using the 9 troops CC glitch, for those of you who don't know it, as of right now, if you bring 9 troops total in your battle blimp, you seem to get the old deployment timing, so you can land on giant bombs once again. But if you're not trying to take advantage of a glitch and you're actually trying to get good at the game, this seems to be the next best Blizzard CC. So as is customary, when you do the blizzard with the Warden blimp, it's all about your heroes from here. Unfortunately, the freeze comes in late on the single Inferno, but that's alright, and it's just about having your heroes in the core and you Lalo around the edge to take down the perimeter defenses and force your heroes, particularly your Royal Champion, into the core of the base, and we're just going to keep freezing. Unfortunately, that freeze is a little late on the Monolith, but as you can see, the RC is still alive. We still have the Queen ability, and the Diggy and the RC is just so broken versus these far less important defenses here. But yeah, hope you kind of kept up with everything in this attack. Don't worry, we've got another 4 replays in this video, so you'll see plenty of Blizzard action. Here's a box base for you all. You'll also notice how much value is by the Town Hall here. So what are we going to do? We're going to blizzard the Town Hall. Now have a look at where the blimp lands. Yet again, I'm going to tell you this. There is a giant bomb like 1 tile from his archers here. Quite ridiculous that it hasn't been set off, but it seems to not really ever get set off for Pedro. So Blizzard comes in. Look at this insane value. Not only did we get awesome value, but we also get a CC pull. I mean, you can't put enough value on that. And there is the giant bomb. I still can't fathom that giant bomb did not go off. Look at how close we're landing to it. So keep that in mind with the archers, right? Be very precise with where you land it, because if you land it just like a tile from a giant bomb, you might be safe. Now, really nice funnel here. Actually, you're going to see how elite this funnel is, because the Queen's going to go into the core of the base without a wall breaker. This wall break, unfortunately, goes across because of how the base is set up. Not much we can do about that. The King will set a beautiful funnel here, so we pop his ability. The Ice Golem goes in with the Queen, and have a look at this. So the Queen goes for this next gold mine. And where's she going to go next? Into the core of the base. Beautifully done there. Ice Golem goes off, and we're going to get a wall break in for our Queen. Lalo's coming in from the top. As you do, this is like the standard approach when you blizzard the Town Hall on a box space. Try and get your Queen into the core of the base. RC with the Lalo on the backside, and just overwhelm the base. And the thing that's so good about Blizz Lalo is how many freeze spells he's got. He's just used his first one, so he still has another 4, make it 3. And we're just using loons on the outside. They don't have the help of the Warden, but if no defense can shoot at them, they're not going to go down anyway. There's our final freeze spell. We've used 5 freeze spells in like 20 seconds. Alas, it does not matter. We have so many balloons up, and this is crushed. So this new Blizzard CC of 4 Super Wizards and 10 Archers, it looks pretty good. Now, I'm sure there's plenty of times Pedro fails with it, but you've got much more chance for success than a Gob CC. Now, for those of you enjoying today's attacks, I've got good news for you. Pedro's got his own YouTube channel. He's just started uploading Blizzard Lalo. He's literally only ever got 3 videos. So if you want to see more of his attacks, please go hit that subscribe button on his YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it if you do so. Diamond base here. And you're seeing a lot of the diamond bases in the meta at the moment are set up like this. They've got insane value on the back end, but they're not worried about it because it's not enough value for a Super Archer clone blimp attack, and it's really, really awkward to like queen charge. But it's perfect for Blizzard. Nobody's worried about Blizzards at the moment. Everyone thinks they're dead. But no, Pedro coming in here, and look at this. We get a Rage Tower. We get 2 Expos and a Scatter, and we heavily weaken the other Scatter. Did I say we get the CC kill as well? I mean, it's quite ridiculous the value got in there. It looks small. I mean, it says 16%. But that's insane value, and you'll see why. It just sets up our Sui, brilliantly. Alright, 2 Ice Golems coming over to our Queen. That is fine. But yeah, this style of diamond base, incredibly popular, because how are you meant to take it down? You've got so much value on the top side, so much on the bottom, and you can't use your Warden for both of them. And this is where Blizzards really come into their own on this style of base. They were never really that good on diamond bases, Blizzard attacks, but they are now. I can tell you that. Interesting wall breaker AI. I can't really fathom that one, but alas, we are in with the Sui. We're going to have to freeze this Scatter, unfortunately, as it locks onto our Queen. And that in hand does activate the Eagle. King has to beat through a wall, but that's alright. He's going to get the help of the wall breaker, take down that defensive Queen, and we've got the RC behind our King. And look, because we took out 2 Expos, yes, they're ground bows, which means they're not going to affect the Lalo that much, but they affect the Sui a lot. Unfortunately, what a really unlucky tornado trap there. Holds up our RC, and she is actually not going to quite take the monolith down here. She gets 1 hit from doing so. And then, oh my word. But look at this. The Warden Archer. You couldn't write this stuff. You could not script that. A Wardened Archer takes down a Monolith. The most valuable Archer of all time. Now, we've got no freeze spells left. We had to use a lot on the top side. Sorry I didn't show much of the Lalo. I really wanted to show you the Sui. Because if you get rid of Expos, your Sui for some reason seems to go a whole lot better. We're just going to overwhelm the back of the base. Really well done here from Pedro. Now, he did have to use a lot of freezes with the Lalo on the top side to stop the Rage Tower multi, but that's fine. Another diamond base, and this base is incredibly popular. So, that's why I'm going to show it, because this crack is really, really nice. Yet again, bases are not trying to stop Blizzards. They're trying to stop more like Zap attacks or Super Archer clone. Now, if someone tried to zap this area of the base, there really isn't a lot they can get. All the defenses are nicely spread out. You could get an Expo and a multi, but you can't get the Rage Tower with it. But when you come in with a Blizzard, look at the value you get. Yet again, 2 Expos go down, which means our Sui's going to be chilling. We got a Scatter Shot, and we got a Rage Tower. I mean, that's just awesome value. Doesn't look like much, but we've cleared out a whole chunk of the base. Now, this is the sort of thing where pre-update, you'd never get that sort of value from a Blizzard. Or you would, but bases would do everything in their power to stop it. Really nice funnel on the top side. He used a Sneaky Gob for this collector you see on the right-hand side to send the King the right way. He's tanking the Warden. And away we go. We use the Giant to tank for our RC. And the Queen's going to go in, and this wall break opens up so much. And essentially, look at what we can get from this Sui here. The Queen can get both multis up to how much further she goes. Unfortunately, we got no more invis. Otherwise, we'd definitely use it on the RC here. The Rage Tower just goes off before our freeze can stop it. But that's alright. We get rid of the defensive RC. And our Queen is soon to get rid of this multi-inferno in the core. Unicorn will go down. Alas, that is fine. Queen ability goes off when the invis... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Unfortunate there, but the Lalo's going to come in from the bottom side. The Monolith, really good defense against Lava Hounds. Not as much against Balloons, and that's what I really like. By the way, the Queen did get rid of the multi on the top side. And we're just going to keep freezing this town hall. Like, we've got 5 freezes. The only defenses left to use the freezes on are either the Scatter or the Town Hall. We use a freeze there. We're going to hang on to 1 freeze. Use a haste to get off the Town Hall. And look at that. We are away. The Loons are going through the base. The Scatter will shoot once. Unfortunately, we freeze. Probably a little bit too early, given our Loons were still invincible when we did freeze. And as long as these Loons stay in range of our Warden, they will live. And yeah, really nice attack. Yet again, just showing the value of your Sui if you get rid of 2 Expos. And Lalo in the Town Hall still isn't that bad. A lot of, like, pre-update, you'd see almost every Tornado either set up to catch a Super Archer Blimp or a Lalo through the Town Hall. You just don't see those as much anymore. You just don't see it as much behind the Town Hall, which is obviously a Lalo killer when it is. Now, Pedro surprised me with where he landed this Blimp. I thought you'd try and land the Blimp, like, sort of on the Archer Queen, because you get the Eagle, Multi-Queen, Expo. Pretty nice value. But gonna go a little bit further. Now, I think he wanted to land the Blimp inside that Rage Tower compartment because there's just no room for giant bombs there. But the Sweeper just pushes the Blimp aside a bit. So a mistake there from Pedro. We'll acknowledge it. But still gets good value because the Tesla farm appears here, which is exactly what you want to see. Yet again, no giant bombs. People are not baiting Blizzard. Makes it much nicer for those of us using the army. So Ice Golem comes in with a Headhunter and our Queen. Then we use a Giant Bomb and the Party Wizard. Trying to get rid of the Double Cannon here. But Double Cannon's pretty strong. It does a lot of damage really quickly. The Queen will finish the Double Cannon off. And look at this. We pull all these Skeleton Traps just for our Poison Spell. It's beautiful. Gotta love to see it. Now we opened up the corner here with a Wall Break. And now we're going to Sui it. Now, when I saw this Sui, I thought it'd do King and Queen for the Town Hall to try and get the Monolith behind it as well. But you've got to remember this, and this is something I struggled to remember. The Monolith is not a major target for your Lalo. Like, it's still a big target, but the Monolith is not that bad. Like, Loons just overwhelm the Monolith. It's a very nice defense like that, honestly. I do like the Monolith as a defense in the game. So we're just going to get the Town Hall with our Queen. Then we're funneling the left side with the King, and this is all deliberate, because he's going to wall break the King in by this mortar, as you see on the top side. Now, we pop the King early, because time is an issue here. We obviously don't need the health recovery, and look at the timing on this. The King gets just in front of our Royal Champion in time, going to be tanking that defensive Queen, and now our RC is exactly where we want it. We're going to Lalo around the edge of the base. The RC's job's to take out the core, hopefully get the core Inferno down. We pop the Warden ability there to negate all these traps and the 2 multi-Infernos. We also get our Lava Hound in it as well. Loons are coming around. Now, unfortunately, the Loons do not go for the core multi. The Rage Tower goes off here, but we're just going to freeze the Ground Bow and the Scatter. Make sure our RC is fine, and we just keep freezing the Scatter over and over again. And this is clapped. I mean, what can the Monolith do here? It tries to shoot at our RC. Alas, it cannot. We have like 20 balloons up. And that's the end of the video. Now, the real question is, have I or has Pedro inspired you to do more Blizzard Lalo, to give it a go again? My advice is this. Try it out in War, right? Because in Clan Wars, whether it be Clan War League or just a regular Clan War, you can kind of pick your exact base. You can pick ones without giant bombs or with no room for them, that is. And you can pick your landing spot. In Legends League, with only 30 seconds to plan, definitely gonna need a bit of practice, and you will fail plenty of blizzards. But I do like this new CC combo, and I'd recommend you try it.